See that there? Read it and weep. Hey there, hello there, YouTube fam. What is up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. It is Monday morning at 10:30, and I did not at all this weekend record my Real Talk Tuesday, so I'm not gonna have time to do it any other time but now, still in my pajamas. And well, this is the truth. This is why this is on. I swear every time I record, my dog makes more noise than my kid does. So anyway, featuring in this week's Real Talk Tuesday, I wanted to talk about kind of self-image, if you will, and that is specifically for the pictures that we post of ourselves all over social media, namely using effects such as Snapchat, Avaton, Facetune. That's what's called, Facetune. So I actually thought of this topic because of something that I discovered myself a couple weeks ago. And first of all, I haven't posted a selfie, a picture of myself on Instagram or anything like that for a while. And I can honestly say the last time that I did, I don't know if it was the very last time I did, but the last time I did on Facebook, I know for sure, it was with a Snapchat filter. One that made my eyes look bigger, brighter, and look like I had perfect long eyelashes without any makeup. And I posted that picture, and of course we all like to hear like, oh, you look so pretty. So I mean, you know, whatever, you get that, it feels nice. But then every once in a while, and I do mean once in a while, because every once in a while do I put something like mascara on, or maybe even some bronzer, or try to cover up the bags under my eyes, something to try to cover up the mess. And every once in a while I'll be like, let me take a selfie, because you know, I'm looking in the mirror and I feel like I look okay. So I'll snap the picture. And I look at it and I'm like, oh God, no. And then I'll open Snapchat. I'll use a filter that I like, I'll take a picture of myself and post it on Snapchat and nowhere else. And honestly, in doing so, it got me thinking. It got me thinking that number one, which I don't know that we know, but it's so true that we're so, as women especially, I feel, I could be wrong, don't come at me for that. I don't know, I'm not a guy, I don't know. But I know from a woman's perspective, we're all so hard on ourselves. And we all wanna look different and fit the mold of like a Kylie Jenner and, you know, all these fake looking features, because that's what they are. They're all fake. None of those women, you know, and I'm gonna use Kylie as a prime example because I'm sorry, it honestly bothers the crap out of me that she gets all the praise that she does as a woman when she is the last person. If I had a daughter, she's the last person I would want my daughter to look up to as a public figure, because I would never want my daughter to grow up thinking that she's not good enough the way she was born, and she has to get lip injections, and her waist has to be as small as Dolly Parton's, and her butt has to be as big as Khloe Kardashian's fake ass, or anything like that. Like, I don't understand why everyone wants to look fake. I mean, I get it, like, because they are the faces. Women like Kylie Jenner and her, we all know this. If most of us know this, and because we all follow them. I still follow Kylie, and I look at her stuff and I'm like, damn, like, if I had her life, if only, you know, kind of thing. But my point of this is, it's so upsetting that none of us want to look like ourselves. And as far as like the whole thing with taking the picture of myself, there was a point to this, I promise. I took the picture of myself on Snapchat, I posted on Snapchat, and this, like I said, I do every once in a while. I'll post a picture of myself with a Snapchat filter. And I got thinking the one day, I'm like, you know what's really messed up? Is that we all post pictures of ourselves with Snapchat filters. I mean, even like my news feed on my Instagram is full of pictures of girls with bear ears or bunny ears or a flower crown from Snapchat. And whatever, I mean, you do whatever makes yourself feel good, and I promote that 100%. Whatever's gonna make you feel good about yourself and make you happy, then go ahead. I'm not saying that anybody who does it is a bad person or you're making a stupid decision. I'm just saying it truthfully is like really sad, because here I was, you know, and I am from time to time, I snap a picture of myself with no filter, and I'm like, oh God, no. And then I take a picture on Snapchat where it doesn't even look like me, and I feel better. And the weird part is, I'm still trying to get there, bear with me. The weird part is I sat there and thought one time I posted a picture of myself on Snapchat, and I was like, you know what's messed up is the fact that like, I just took a picture of myself as me. No filter, no added accessories, whatever. And I didn't like it. And then I took a picture of this fake stuff and I felt good. But anybody viewing that picture, like, okay, like, hear me out. You go around every day, you do your routine. For the most part, all of us see the same people on a day-to-day basis, at least especially Monday through Friday, or just like your work week or whatever. These people see you more than you see yourself. Think about it. Unless you're in the mirror all the time, or constantly pulling out your front-facing camera on your cell phone all the time, 9 times out of 10, everybody around you is seeing your face more than you are. So it's funny how like a lot of us will go out of our way to try to look better on social media, where all these people that still see our face every day is looking, but it doesn't even look like you. And I almost sat and thought like, wow, what's messed up is the fact of like, I probably feel the way I do about this photo with no filter or anything like that because I'm not used to what I look like. Whereas somebody else who sees me on a daily basis, I'll post a picture of myself with no filter and it's normal to them because that's what they see every day. They see you. And it's almost kind of sad that like everybody else around you could be accepting of you, but we can't be accepting of ourselves. I honestly, you know, Snapchat is very cool and all these filter things are very cool. It's neat that like we're all given, you know, just right at the end of our fingertips the opportunity to work with these programs to edit photos and things like that. But when people start using it in a way that's just altering yourself to make yourself look totally unrealistic or what you wish you look like, it's just sad to me. It's really just sad to me that nobody can just be accepting of the way they are. We'd all like to tweak little stuff here and there if we had the opportunity. And like I said, whatever's gonna make you happy and make you feel empowered and make you feel good about yourself, go for it. But I think to the extent that people wanna look different and look fake is so upsetting because that wasn't a thing. Like I remember being young, I mean like in the 90s, we lived in Jersey and there was this one show in particular, I don't remember for life what it's called, but there was one show where this woman was like the face of this show and she was all like botched up. And people like that got looked at as like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you fake this and fake that on your face and get a surgical procedure done to change how God made you? And now it's being praised. Now it's looked at as a luxury. And you're lucky if you're able to get these fake implants and look different from what you did the day before. I mean, makeup is one thing. Makeup is one thing to enhance your features, and because that's the thing, they're your features. They're your features that nobody else could duplicate. All these lip injections and eyelash extensions and brow lifts and all this stuff, people can mimic, they can duplicate, they can look exactly the same if they go inside a doctor's office and get it done. But who you are before any of that is done, nobody can duplicate, replicate, nothing. It is yours to have, and it is yours to love, to have and to love and to flaunt, to take care of, and nobody seems to want to do that anymore. Everybody wants to look like Kylie Jenner or one of the Kardashians. And granted, yes, they're gorgeous, but they paid a lot of money for that. And it wasn't necessary. In my eyes personally, they were all gorgeous in their own way. I know that self-image, I really feel like self-image is such an important thing. And it's such a thing that gets looked over as far as something that, you know, can really be affecting somebody, especially in a negative way. And I've been there. I've been there many a times. I have my whole entire life struggled with my weight. My entire life. And the amount of times that I cried because I got made fun of for being chubby, or just between weight loss and weight gain, then my pregnancy and like that weight gain, and how I'm still trying to lose that, and like it's always been a battle for me. And don't get me wrong, there was a few times where I've sat and I thought like, honestly, like if I had the money I'd get lipo here and this and that there, that kind of thing. But first of all, weight loss, you can work towards. I understand that there's different circumstances as far as like health conditions and things like that where you might need the extra help, and I'm totally not even like referencing to that kind of thing. But for the most part, 9 times out of 10, a goal weight is able to be accomplished by normal eating right and taking care of your body. And I know a lot of people are lazy and they don't want to do that kind of thing, but it's possible. If you do it, you'll get there. But as far as like wanting to thin out your nose or lift your cheekbones or all this stuff, wear makeup. Wear makeup, because then you, at least by the end of the night, you can wash that off and still be you. I wish all the women would stop trying to be like these figures, because all they're doing is promoting how to not love yourself. That's what they're promoting. If they can't be a role model and embrace what they look like, what God created them to look like, what kind of role model are they? What they promote and what they stand for, I'm sorry, is just not something that we as women should be praising. There's one thing that I've learned too, growing older, and this is honestly the one thing I do love about my generation and the era of today as far as body image. A lot of people, and of course not everybody, not everyone's gonna be on board for goodness. Body image as a whole has altered tremendously from the 90s. I mean, think about all the women figures that were, you know, the public figures, the female public figures out there in the 90s. They were all stick thin, no chest, no butt, nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's what was in. For the most part, what is in today, besides a fake ass, is just self-love, is every body type, is every shape and size, and we all know there's somebody out there who's gonna love you for you in that sense. So I just wish that everybody would keep that in mind before they make these decisions and follow these public figures that just set really bad examples. Just love yourself. Just love yourself. Stop posting a picture before you go to bed at night and defining the rest of your next day by how many likes you got it overnight. That's so sad. There's so much more to life than how many people gave you a thumbs up or double tapped on your photo of yourself that you altered anyway. Stop basing your entire life's worth and all of your happiness on self-image. We are all so much more. This out here is just the shell. It's just a shell. If there's one thing that I've learned is that confidence literally rules everything, and I'm slowly learning that for myself. It took me a long time to really love myself. It took me having a child. A lot of other things came into play, but honestly, I'm sure now, stop and think about this. I'm sure everybody can relate. Look at yourself right now, your body type, your features, whatever. Now I know you can think of somebody you've seen on a social media site who has similar whatever to you, body shape, facial features, whatever, that you see and that are just always confident, always strutting their stuff, always looking their best, and they're looking their best and they're being that way because they're feeling their best, because they're loving themselves. And if we can all just exude confidence, we would all see that in ourselves. It's a really hard thing to learn, and I know from experience, like I said, I'm still learning it. I see women with my body types and you know, they're working it. They are working it. And I'm like, yes, girl, yes. And the other half of me is like, teach me how. Teach me how to love myself in a way that I can exude confidence the way you do. Try to take pictures of yourself, and even if you don't post it, take pictures of yourself as is and study yourself and point out all the beautiful things about you that nobody else has. Even if you think that one freckle or mole is ugly, stop looking at it that way. That's my freckle, that's my mole. Nobody else has it, and I am beautiful with it. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you truly enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit subscribe and the little notification bell next to the subscribe button. If you click that bell, you will never miss a video from me. You'll be notified every single time I post one. Thank you all again for tuning in to another episode of Real Talk Tuesday. It doesn't get as real as what is right, but I hope you all have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I hope to see you very soon in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.